Blind Abilities coverage of NFB 2017 is brought to you by Aira. A-I-R-A. Aira, the virtual interpreter for the blind.
Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson.
And I'm Pete Lane. Welcome to our Blind Abilities coverage of the NFB 2017 National Convention.
We'll be covering the entire NFB Convention 2017 in Orlando, Florida, bringing you the latest in technology,
interviews with some of the movers and shakers in the blindness field. With us again this year, our special correspondent, Cheryl Spencer.
Hi, this is Cheryl Spencer. It promises to be a lot of fun, so come along with us for the ride.
Aira, the virtual interpreter for the blind. Instant access to information. A real person in real time. Aira on the web, aira.io. Available now. Go online and sign up today.
Hi again, folks. Pete Lane on the exhibit hall floor at NFB 2017. I'm standing now with Tracy Edwards-Smith, Dr. Tracy Edwards-Smith of the EEOC. That's the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Dr. Tracy, why don't you tell us a little bit about the organization and how it impacts the blindness community?
Good morning. It's good to be here and to be able to help out with such a great cause. The EEOC, for people that don't know, we are an administrative federal law enforcement agency, and we enforce workplace discrimination laws, which include Title VII. This prevents discrimination against your race, your gender, your religion, your national origin, the Equal Pay Act for pay disparity between men and women, the Age Discrimination and Employment Act, ADEA, which protects a protected category of individuals over 40, and more significantly, the Americans with Disabilities Act is amended. The Americans with Disabilities Act is amended is a law that basically requires that individuals provide an interactive process if an individual needs an accommodation, and a reasonable accommodation if at all possible for an individual to be able to do their job effectively in the workplace. The other thing about the ADA is it not only protects individuals against discrimination that are employed by an employer, it also protects individuals during the applicant process. So you also have coverage as an individual with a disability that is applying for a job. And so I think that's probably a pretty significant contribution or factors into help individuals that are visually impaired.
So you identified EEOC as an administrative law enforcement agency, an interesting title. Do you also provide information if someone is curious about whether or not they've been discriminated, perhaps in an interview? Is there a contact point that they can reach out and touch base with your organization?
Definitely. We're headquartered in Washington, D.C. I work out of the Tampa field office. My direct email address is Tracy, Tracy, .Smith, S-M-I-T-H, @EEOC.gov. We also have a fantastic website that is really actually very comprehensive. It's www.eeoc.gov. And then there's a direct, the website actually has information about all of our laws and our national contact numbers. And then also the direct contact line for the Tampa field office is 813-228-2310. And if somebody feels as though they want to file a charge, they can either come in person or they could do that initially through the mail. And if they have questions and they're not sure, they're always welcome to contact. If they don't find the information they're looking for on the website, they're always welcome to call our office or email, and they can always speak to somebody or correspond with somebody that can answer their questions for them.
And is there a general 800 phone number where they might do that?
There is. I know it's on the website, but let me see if I have it on my
All right, that'd be great.
It is, there's a voice and a TTY. The voice is 800-669-4000. That's 1-800-669-4000.
All righty, and the actual EEOC website would be eeoc.gov?
Yes, sir.
Now, having worked for the federal government, actually in a management capacity myself for a number of years, I know the value of knowledge and understanding not only of the laws, but the various processes and means of communication with an agency like yours. So your availability is in the Tampa area, so folks outside of Florida would be more inclined to touch base with the national website and the national telephone number. Is that correct?
Definitely, that's definitely correct. Like I said, we actually are a national agency, so we're headquartered in Washington, D.C., and we have entities in every state in the United States as well as Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. So, but the 1-800 number is probably the best way, if you're not located in Florida, to actually reach someone.
That's great. This is wonderful information, Dr. Smith, for our listeners. I hear time and time again from folks who have interviewed and have not heard anything, and they're wondering if they've been discriminated against based on some of the questioning in the interview process, or likewise in the workplace, whether a reasonable accommodation may or may not be available, and if denied, was it an appropriate denial? So I want to thank you, Dr. Tracy Edwards Smith, from the Tampa office of the EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. I want to thank you very much for speaking with our listeners today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to speak with him. And you have a fantastic day.
Will do. You do the same, Doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Blind Abilities coverage of NFB 2017 is brought to you by Aira. Aira. No task too large, no task too small. www.aira.io.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap between
the limited expectations and the reality
of blind abilities.
The realities of blind
abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, Blind Abilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.